जय कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव, जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय जमुना तीरावन चारी, जय कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजना, जमुना तीरावन चारी, जय कुंज बिहारी, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे रामा हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। बोलिए।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा
हरे राम, लेट मी फिनिश, हरे
हरे
राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय राधा माधव, राधा माधव राधे,
जय राधा माधव राधे।
जय गौरनिताय, जय गौरनिताय, जय गौरनिताय, जय गौरनिताय।
जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय, गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय।
जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 प्रभुपाद।
जय जय प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव श्रीपाद, गुरुदेव श्रीपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव श्रीपाद गुरुदेव, जय जय श्रीपाद।
जय श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय।
जय।
लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय। जय श्री गौर निताई की जय। जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। पतित पावन श्रीपाद महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय हो। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं नरस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
नरश्चैव नरोत्तमम्,
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं
ततो जयमुदीरयेत्।
ततो जयमुदीरये।
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
नस्तप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नित्यं भगवतं सेवया
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके
भगवति उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी.
भक्तिर्भवति नैस्तिकी।
Hare Krishna.
हरे
Today,
कृष्ण।
so we are continuing this daily nectarian recitation of slokas from Srimad Bhagavatam. And today's sloka is Canto 10, Chapter 1, Text 59. Then repeat after me. दृष्ट्वा समत्वं तच्चरुवेः
दृष्ट्वा समध्वं तत्सौरेः
दृष्ट्वा समत्वं तच्छौरेः
दृष्ट्वा समत्वं तत्सौरेः
सत्ये चैव व्यवस्थितिम्
सत्यैषैव व्यवस्थितिम्
सत्ये चैव व्यवस्थितिम्
सत्यैषैव व्यवस्थितिम्
कंसस्तुष्टुमना राजन्
कंसस्तुष्टमनाराजन्
कंसस्तुष्टुमना राजन्
कंसस्तुष्टमनाराजन्
प्रहसन् इदम् अब्रवीत्
प्रहसन्नितम् अब्रवीत्
प्रहसन् इदम् अब्रवीत्
प्रहसन्नितम् अब्रवीत्
दृष्ट्वा समत्वं तच्छौरेः
दृष्ट्वा समत्वं तत्सौरेः
सत्ये चैव व्यवस्थितिम्
सत्यैषैव व्यवस्थितिम्
कंसस्तुष्टमना राजन्
कंसस्तुष्टमनाराजन्
प्रहसन् इदम् अब्रवीत्.
प्रहसन इदम् अब्रवीत्।
प्लीज रिसाइट कीजिए.
हरे कृष्ण। दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। दृष्ट्वा समर्थं तत्सौरे शैत्ये चैव व्यवस्थितिं कंसस्तुष्टमना राजन् प्रहसन्न इदम् अब्रवीत्। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा. अदर्स ऑल्सो.
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण.
दृष्ट दृष्टसमत्वं तच्छौर्ये सत्ये चैव व्यवस्थितिम् कंसस्तुष्टमना राजन् प्रहसन्ना इदं अब्रवीत्।
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्ण। दंडोत
एनीवन
प्रणाम
एल्स?
प्रभु जी।
धन्यवाद प्रणाम, धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण. बोलिए
दृष्ट्वा
माता जी.
समत्वं तच्चौरे सत्ये चैव व्यवस्थितं कंसस्तुष्टमनाराजन् प्रहसन् इदम् अब्रवीत्। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा. So synonyms. Drishtava, by seeing. Samatvam, being equipoised, undisturbed in distress and happiness. Tat, that. Shaureh, of Vasudev. Satye, in truthfulness. Cha, indeed. Eva, certainly. Vyavasthitim, the firm situation. Kamsaha, Kamsa. Tushtmanaha, being very satisfied with Vasudeva's behavior in delivering the first child to keep his promise. Rajan, O Maharaj Parikshit. Prahasan, with a smiling face. Idam, this. Abravit, said. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Ho. Translation. My dear King Parikshit, when Kamsa saw that Vasudev, being situated in truthfulness, was completely equipoised in giving him the child. He was very happy. Therefore, with a smiling face, he spoke as follows. Please repeat after me. My dear King Parikshit,
My dear King Parikshit,
My
My dear
dear
King
King
Pariksit,
Parikshit,
when Kamsa saw
when Kamsa
when
saw
Kamsa saw
Kamsa saw
that Vasudeva,
that
that
Vasudeva
Vasudeva
being situated in
being
being
situated
being situated
in
in
truthfulness,
truthfulness
truthfulness,
was completely equipoised
was
was
completely
completely
equipped
equipoised
equipped
in giving him the child.
in giving
in
him the
giving
child.
him the child.
He was very happy.
He was
He
He
very
was
was
happy.
very
very
happy.
happy.
Therefore,
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 with a smiling face,
with a
with a
smiling
with
smiling
face,
his
face,
face,
he spoke as follows.
he
he
spoke
he
as
spoke
spoke
as
as
follows.
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 Please read the purport, Premarupani Mataji. Can you?
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Purport. The word samatvam is very significant in this verse. Samatvam refers to one who is always equipoised, unaffected by either happiness or distress. Vasudeva was so steadily equipoised that he did not seem in the least agitated when delivering his firstborn child into the hands of Kamsa to be killed. In Bhagavad Gita 2.56, it is said, Dukhes anudvigna manaha, sukhesu vigata sparaha. In the material world, one should not be very eager to be happy, nor should one be very much disturbed by material distress. Lord Krishna advised Arjuna, Matra spashastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkada agama payino nitya stam titikshasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception. O son of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Bhagavad Gita 2.14. The self-realized soul is never disturbed by so-called distress or happiness, and this is especially true of an exalted devotee like Vasudeva, who showed this by his practical example. Vasudeva was not at all disturbed when delivering his first child to Kamsa to be killed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, before I start my narration, I like to take your attention to the previous shloka where some very nice, beautiful adjectives have been used for Vasudevji. Sadhunam, this is one, and the second is this Dhritatmanam. Sadhunam and Dhritatmanam. Kim dushanam, kim dussaham nu sadhuna vidusham kim apekshitam. Kim karyam kadaryanam tu satyajam kim Dhritatmanam. So these are Sadhunam and Vidusham. Three adjectives have been used. Sadhunam, Vidusham, and Dhritatmanam. So this was important. Now let us open my slide and uh, just a second. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjan Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः सद्भक्तमनाय मणिपुरोद्भवाय च प्रभुपाल सद्वाणी प्रचार निरताय ते जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Mataji, my slides are visible. Can you please
Yes, Prabhu.
confirm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much. Mataji's, Prabhuji's, Maharaji, please bless me. So, Vasudev is being glorified, and Vasudev has to be very glorious. Lord has chosen them to be his parents, Vasudev Nandan, Devaki Nandan. So they cannot be ordinary people. Huh? So the word Samatvam has been used for Vasudev. So Vasudev ji is embodiment of Samatvam. Vasudev actually means Vishuddha Sattva. So Vishuddha Sattva. So Vasudev ji is the embodiment, personification of Vishuddha Sattva. In such a heart, which is the personification of Vishuddha Sattva, Lord Krishna descends, arrives, and he resides there. He makes his appearance. So let us go further. So we will understand this quality of Samatvam. Samatvam means equipoised. Equipoised matlab sukh or dukh, uh, they do not disturb. Dukh disturbs, we know that suffering disturbs us, but happiness also disturbs us. In happiness, the person, he completely forgets himself. He just becomes too euphoric. So here, Samatvam. So Vidwan, remember the last shloka I showed you, na? The word has been used Vidusham. So Vidwan means equanimity. So Vasudev ji is very equanimous. Matlab, he's not at all disturbed by this. Even while handing over his child to Kamsa, he's not at all disturbed. This is not possible for any one of us. But Vasudev, he's Vidwan. Vidwan is one characteristic of Samatva, right? And Dhritatma means he's composed, and also he carries Lord in the heart, like Shripad Maharaj. So people who devotees who carry Lord in their heart, they are Dhritatma, they are composed. And so a person who is having both these qualities, Vidwan and Dhritatma, they are called as Samatvam. I remember when Rajan Maharaji was telling us that once Shripal Maharaji had this pain in the gallbladder, but Shripal Maharaji was still working tirelessly. So Rajan Maharaji asked him that, why don't you take rest, Maharaj? So Shripal Maharaji said that in Guru Seva, even pain is also very blissful. So we cannot understand how pain can be blissful at all. But that is it. This is the quality of pure devotees. They can understand this thing. They feel they find more pleasure in dukh because they think that dukh is the mercy of Krishna. And satya chaiva vyavasthitim. This is the this these words have been used in today's shloka. So satya chaiva vyavasthitim means he is sadhu. He is steadfast in truth, and he's saintly person. Like Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada, he endured so much during his Jalduta trip, heart attacks and seasickness and 1 month long journey, but he endured. He's steadfast in truth. So this is So we can use Satya Chaiva Vyavasthitim, means steadfast in truth. Very important. Okay. So, we all are suffering, and the devotees, they feel great joy in suffering. Don't know why. But so we should understand what are these sufferings. Actually, this is called a Trivida Dukkha because there are three kinds of suffering. First one is Adhyatmika sufferings, which are self-caused, and they are like physical pain. Physical pain means diseases and ailments, right? And second is the mental pain, insult, jealousy, shame, depression, and all those things. So these are called as Adhyatmika sufferings. Second category is Adhibhautika suffering, external cause, because this suffering is caused by external agents, people, animals, ghosts, demons. This is called Adhibhautika suffering. And the third category is Adhidevika, divine causes, where people suffer because of natural calamities such as drought, floods, earthquakes, etc. Right? So you see California fire. So people are suffering. Everyone is suffering. All of us are suffering actually in this Trividha Dukha. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, and Adidevika. And we should also understand this karma chronicle. We should also understand the cause of this suffering. Na? So this is very important. So this diagram you see, na, this diagram is very important. So I'll tell you. So there are three kinds of karma, dear devotees. First is the sanchit karma, the accumulated karma from all past lives of a vast storehouse of unmanifested actions. So we have got so many karmas performed. We have performed so many karmas since time immemorial. So there is a huge tank of karma that is called sanchit karma. Out of that huge tank of karma, a little percentage becomes manifested as a prarabdha karma, the portion of sanchit karma that has begun to bear fruit in the current life. So this is prarabdha karma. So whatever we are now, whatever we are facing, enduring now, it's essentially the the fruit of a little percentage of the huge baggage of sanchit karma. There is still more to come actually. Sanchit karma, we are actually, our suffering is very little compared to what we have to if we don't perform devotional service. If we don't perform devotional services, then we really have to keep suffering in this material world. And agami karma, the karma being created in the present life, which will affect the future. So not only these two karmas are there, but agami karma is in this present life also. We are also we are performing karmas. So these karmas, they are going to add to the sanchit karma tank. So there you are seeing this tank is there, this picture is there, and this the tap has been opened, and the glass. There is glass. What is the volume of the volume of glass is very small compared to the volume of the tank. So this water in the tank is like Sanchit Karma, and the water that has come in this glass is Prarabdha Karma. So this water will be drunk, which means Prarabdha Karma is something which is like bearing us the fruit. It has come in the form of fruits. So this is the idea, dear devotees. Sanchit and Prarabdha and Agami Karma. Sanchit is a huge baggage of huge tank of karma, and which is ever expanding. It is always it is so even though Prarabdha Karma, there is this outlet. Even though Prarabdha Karma, little percentage of Sanchit Karma gets manifested of Prarabdha Karma, but that does not diminish it because we have got Agami Karma, which kind of keep adding to the Sanchit Karma. So this tank is actually never going to be emptied. The only way how we can actually get rid of all these karmas, not only Pradharam Sanchit, but Agami also, is Hari Bhakti. When one performs Krishna Bhakti, then everything simply vanishes. vanishes. Krishna removes. In this life only it is possible. Otherwise, life after life, we won't be able to get rid of this chronicle, this this cycle of karma and fruits. Okay, so this diagram is very important. So now we have understood karma. Now we will understand sufferings. What is suffering? Suffering is actually the pain which is determined by prarabdha karma, destiny. So what we call it destiny, हम लोग कहते हैं ना हमारा destiny ऐसी है. Destiny is actually nothing else but the manifested प्रारब्ध कर्मा. हमारा जो प्रारब्ध कर्मा है वही हमारा भाग्य और डेस्टिनी बन के इस जन्म में आया है. प्रारब्ध कर्मा ही डेस्टिनी है. ठीक है. Second is transience of suffering. It fades after being experienced. And suffering is very transitory. It does not remain for long. It vanishes and comes with another suffering. So it comes with little happiness, but that happiness again is followed by suffering, more suffering. So yeah, so this is the idea. And in these times of sufferings only, the sthit pragya people who are sthit pragya, their pragya is sthit. They become glorified. They are testified. They are, we can actually use these occurrences of sufferings to validate that someone is sthit pragya or not. So here, I have shown this famous picture from one book of Srila Prabhupada ji, that this guy is actually killing the cow. In the next life, he himself will become the cow or some animal to be killed. So this is suffering, This is called as laws of karma. Laws of karma are stringent, inevitable. So what is the root cause of disturbance? The root cause of disturbance is ignorance. Why are we actually performing this karma? And why are we suffering? We are performing karma and suffering because we are in deep ignorance. Avidya. This avidya is one trap of Maya. So there, this passion, everyone is having some passion, raga, which is actually mental attachment and fear of losing cherished objects. Then fear, bhaya, pain of separation or impending agony. That is called as fear. Pain of some impending agony. Anger, krodha, reaction to loss or separation from cherished objects. So if we don't get anything, what we do? We become angry, right? So that is krodha. That is our reaction. So all arise from ignorance of the eternal soul because we are not aware of who we are, what is our relationship with Krishna. Therefore, we are completely ignorant people, and this sheer ignorance, we perform all this passion, fear, anger, and we perform karmas to counter them, to address them, and karmas actually bear as fruits. So this is a very vicious cycle, actually. Very, very vicious cycle. Karma cycle is very vicious. But the qualities of a sthit pragya is that he is free from all this raga, bhaya, and krodha. With raga, with bhaya, and with krodha. He is free from attachment, free from fear, even in the face of danger. And he is free from anger, even towards aggressors. This is the quality of a sthit pragya. And the example that acharyas have used for this shloka, which shloka? This Dukeshu Maneshu. Sthit Pragyana. What was that? Text 59. Dukeshu anudugna manaha sukheshu vigat spraha. So, Sthit Pragya people, Sthit Pragya devotees, they are free from all these disturbances because they are free from ignorance. As long as one is having ignorance, he cannot be called as free from any of these. The Jada Bharat example is there. So Jada Bharat, even though he was being offered to the deity of Kali Mata by the wicked robbers, he did not react. He was absorbed in Hari Bhakti, Hari trance. He did not react at all. He was, in fact, not in his external senses. And when the robbers were going to actually sacrifice him, Mata Kali came out and she killed those wicked people. So Jada Bharat example is very famous, dear devotees. What are the signs of a Pragya devotee in suffering? How does he react when sufferings are there? So he is actually unperturbed by Adhyatmika, Adidevika, and Adhibhautika pain. He's actually is not disturbed because he considers these sufferings as prarabdha karma, you know, and there is no agitation or verbal complaint. And distinction between genuine calm and false indifference. So here I have given you the example of who is that? Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakurji in the marketplace. The king the Mughal emperor, the Mughal king announced that he must be beaten uh, across 22 marketplaces, and so that people get a lesson. Because even though Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakurji was Muslim, he was chanting the name of Krishna, and so these the servants of the king, they actually, you know, lashed at him with whipped him through many marketplaces. So, but he was undisturbed. So even though there is no karma, no sanchit karma, no prarabdha karma, no agami, even agami karma is also not there for for a pure devotee. But he is so humble. Whatever sufferings he is getting, he thinks that it is because of my prarabdha karma. Actually, the devotee suffers, now we should understand that this suffering is not because of any karmic reaction. This suffering is actually blessing from Krishna in disguise. Krishna jo hai, Krishna's ways are very mysterious. We cannot understand. The devotee suffers because Krishna has got many great plan for devotees. First of all, Krishna wants his devotees to be more humbler and humbler and humbler. Krishna wants his devotee to be neater and finer and very polished and the best and first class devotees. Krishna wants his devotees to excel in Krishna Prem. And Krishna wants to glorify his devotees. So when we hear that Srila Prabhupada ji had heart attacks in Jalduta, automatically our awe and reverence, automatically our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada ji increases. Just imagine if Srila Prabhupada ji had a smooth ride, in 2 days journey in Jalduta with no problem at all. Probably we might not have given that much respect and that much gratitude to Srila Prabhupada ji. But when a devotee suffer like Lord Jesus Christ, he suffered. So people say that he took our pains. So Krishna wants his devotees to be glorified. So Krishna wants to show us that how his devotees actually they remain equipoised, even in the situation of extreme disturbance, extreme sufferings. So there is no agitation. And here the distinction between genuine calm, the people who are uh, really sthit pragya and false indifference, the people who are imposters can very easily be seen. There are people who are imposters, now that they say that I am samdarshi, I am somehow, and I take sufferings and happiness as equal. So they will be exposed. So therefore, these are the signs of Visit Pragya. What are the signs of Visit Pragya devotees in happiness, by the way? So, in happiness, equanimity towards happiness as prarabdha karma. So, He's he does not jump with joy. He does not just you know kind of freak out. He's calm, even in happiness. Even though there are waves of happiness, he's calm. And he's detached from transient pleasure. He knows that this happiness is only also temporary, like suffering. And he knows that this happiness is not a real happiness. This is a state of mind. And it is so because he is uh, wise without desire. So this is one quote of Srila Prabhupada ji. We are trying to give people that happiness which will never be exhausted. That is our objective happiness. So they are not at all tempted by this small happiness. They are having bigger plans. And their bigger plans is not only for themselves, for the rest of the population, for everyone. They want happiness for everyone, you know. So this is their idea of happiness, permanent happiness, bliss. Devotees always are very, tirelessly, and they are working hard to make us happy, make us real happy. Say na, chant and be happy. So developing the qualities of Sthit Pragya. So first of all, how can we develop the qualities of Sthit Pragya ourselves? We should be having this wonderful discrimination between the eternal soul and the temporary body. We should understand the difference between the soul and the body. The soul is eternal and body is temporary. So this is a very basic knowledge. If you don't understand it, then we will always be suffering from bodily concept of life and this all these things. And then we should try to gradually detach ourselves from passion, fear, and anger. And maturely, we should try to contemplate to inner steadiness. Here, you know, all these things actually become effortlessly possible if we perform loving devotional service to Krishna. We really don't have to address these three things separately. If anyone is performing loving devotional service to Krishna, then he automatically acquires all the qualities of Sthit Pragya people. He becomes better and better. So there is this quote of Srila Prabhupada. I'm not sure if you are able to see that, but I'll read it out for yourself. Sripad Maharaj is saying, the seeker of the truth must develop humility to where it becomes a practical tool on life's journey. If he possesses it, then it will be a source of courage. So we should develop humility. So humility is very important quality, dear devotees. It gets us courage. If one is not humble, then he will not be courageous. Also, we must understand the problem of sensory perception. We know that mind is having the states, happiness and distress. And how is the mind working? There are these senses like skin, ear, eyes, and etc. They are always engaging themselves with sense objects, matra. Sparshastu Kaunteya, Sitoshnu Sukh Dukdaha. Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya. Matra means sense objects. Sparshastu, when the senses get in contact with the sense objects, always the senses are in some contact with some sense objects or another. So what happens because of this contact? Experiences which are actually temporary, like heat, cold, pleasure, and pain, they arise. And the mind thinks that mind mind changes its state to pleasure and pain, and the jivatma, who is actually identifying himself with the mind or the body, he thinks that he is happy and he's sad. Like, for example, the example is given, the cold water, the same cold water which is so pleasant in summer, everyone wants to take bath with cold water. That cold water becomes painful in winter. No one wants to touch cold water in cold in winter season, right? Everyone wants to take bath with hot water. and no one wants to take bath from hot water in summer. So these are actually all temporary experiences because of the contact of our uh, contact with the sense objects. So we should tolerate these sensory perceptions. Uh, how this is called a dharma. Dharma requires tolerance, even in discomfort. Like bath in the month of Magha, this example is given. So even in winter season, many people do not take bath in winter season. But the devotees, they take bath. Devotees, they wake up in Mangala Aarti and they take the bath in the early morning when we cannot even imagine ordinary people to actually take bath. So in the early morning, devotees, they take bath, and even in the month of January, even so, we have to tolerate these things. We have to endure, which means we have actually got to come out of our comfort zone. And the benefits of following dharma is that it removes lower qualities. And the temporary emotion should not prevent performing one's prescribed duty. That is what Krishna is telling Arjuna, that you are calling them your relatives and you are right now having some temporary turmoil of emotionally and sentiments are flowing, but they should not prevent you from performing your prescribed duty as a kshatriya. So we may have some temporary emotions. Now, daily we face some sentiments, right? I mean, in the jobs, our boss may say something. So we may feel like resigning, or we may feel like, so uh, we have to continue. Or our seniors say something to us in devotional practice. Our seniors chastise us. So we feel bad initially, but we should think that they are actually saying for our own welfare. And they are saying this because they want us to excel in services. They want our services to be better. So therefore, these temporary emotions should not disturb us. On a daily affair, someone says something to us and we feel so much pain. But we should try to endure them. Because if we do not perform our duties, then it leads to greater problems. Suppose if we are performing our duties and someone says something to us, or anything happens, right? So we may say that it is because of my duty only, because I'm performing this activity, that's why I'm facing so much problem. So it's better that I won't perform. So if I stop going to office just because my boss is reacting, if someone stops going to office, right? Because my boss is so toxic, I won't go to office. So what will happen? He will resign, and then what will have a greater problems will come. He will not get his monthly salary. So therefore, with cool mind, we should endure all these things. We should think that this is because of my prarabdha karma, and probably they may actually be better. They may actually be blessings in disguise. This should be our attitude, actually. And we should cultivate these qualities, in short: discrimination, fortitude, and patience. This is in short. And we should also be aware, conversing ourselves with the eternal nature of the soul. The soul is, so on the right hand side, you are seeing the picture of the son of Chitraketu Maharaj, right, who died, and everyone was crying. The Maharaj, king, was also crying piteously. Then Narad Muni came and he somehow brought the child back to life. And the child started speaking to his parent, his father, that you are calling yourself my parent. But I tell you that I have had many, many parents in my previous life. So if I call you as my parents, won't I be doing injustice to those previous parents? So he's giving very beautiful lesson, the child. He's telling the soul is eternal, immortal, and it is beyond destruction. We have to understand this. And that these sensory experiences are fleeting and impermanent. And Lord Krishna is telling to us through Arjuna that we should not confuse physical departure with the destruction of the soul. Someone dies, Who dies? No one dies actually. The soul can never die. Body also can never die. Why can body never die? Because body is already dead. Body is matter. How can matter die? And why can't soul die? Because soul is always alive. Actually, no one dies. It's just a departure. The soul departs from the body, and we should not think that destruction has happened. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, and I hope you might have got something from my humble slides. But if you still have questions, please come forward and bless me. How do I stop this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, am I audible?
Hare Krishna. My slides are still visible?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's there. The last slide, no? Hare Krishna. That thank you, wala page is visible.
Hare Krishna. Boliye
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
in that page, the call to tolerate sensory perception, that last
Let me go
point,
to.
this one,
Yes.
cultivate discrimination, fortitude, and patience. Here,
Yes.
discrimination means like.
Discrimination between lot of things. Discrimination. Yeah. Is your question complete?
Yes, Prabhuji. Like here, discrimination means in what sense, and fortitude. These two.
Yes. Discrimination. Discrimination actually means we should discriminate the soul from body. That is number one discrimination. Number two discrimination is we should understand the distinction between these uh, puny and teeny temporary happiness and the real happiness. So why are we sad? Mostly people are sad because they are running after temporary happiness. Why are they running after temporary happiness? Because they do not have knowledge about the real permanent happiness. So if one knows how to discriminate, then he will be actually saved from these unnecessary stalkings and sufferings. And another meaning of discrimination is that he should be able to discriminate between the states of mind and the state of soul. He should understand that the sukh dukh are actually states of mind, and I'm identifying myself with the mind. So therefore, when the mind becomes happy, I think I am happy. When the mind becomes sad, I think I am sad. So he should try to discriminate. So there are many more things to cover in discrimination. But is this much clear about discrimination, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, is
And
it like possible to get the slides? Like I just wanted to go thorough, like once.
yeah, I'll share with you. You can also take snapshots.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I
And
have taken some, but I missed out like some. So I want as a whole. So if it is possible, Prabhuji, for you, if it is convenient.
yeah. And the second quality is fortitude is endurance, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Endurance means our Prema Rupini Mataji. Is this the real meaning of fortitude? I think it is. Fortitude means that endure, मतलब सहन शक्ति होना चाहिए.
Enduring, yes.
सहन शक्ति, यस माता जी.
Mm.
मतलब दुख आए तो रिएक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए, और हैप्पीनेस में भी रिएक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए, संभाव होना चाहिए. और तीसरा है पेशेंस, धैर्य रखना चाहिए. धैर्य मतलब अगर कोई दुख आता है किसी के ऊपर, दुख में धैर्य की परीक्षा होती है. दुख में धीरज नहीं खोना चाहिए. दुख में जो है क्योंकि धीरज खोने पे लोग बहुत बड़ी गलतियां कर देते हैं. हैव यू हर्ड दैट फेमस स्टोरी फ्रॉम पंचतंत्र that one lady, she was having a baby and she was also petting one mongoose, Nevla. So once she went to fetch the water while she, so here, uh, one snake came, एक सांप आया, तो the mongoose killed the snake and mongoose was having blood on his face. So the lady came back and she saw that the mongoose is having the blood on his face. So she thought that mongoose might have actually killed her own baby. So she just reacted and she killed the mongoose with a pitcher, with a pot. But when she went in, She saw that the baby is alive and the snake is dead, and she repented. But what is the use of this repentance now? So therefore, patience actually means that we should first of all think very, very much before taking any action. Leap before you, sorry, think before you leap. We have to think so much before taking any action patiently. We should not ever react, and we should try to find a way out. We should try to find a, because this famous cafe coffee day. Obviously, we don't go to all these places, but the owner of that cafe coffee day, he committed suicide 2 years back because he was in great debt. In 2 years, his wife, his widow, brought back that CCD back to its original form. In fact, much better than that. So therefore, when in a time of distress, we should not react, and we should definitely try to find a way out. There is definitely a way out. There is always a silver shining. So these are the meanings of these three words. Thank you for your question. Any other question? Hare Krishna Maharaj ji, Dando Pranam.
हम प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
May I request Your Holiness to add something?
बहुत अच्छा व्याख्या किया है स्थित प्रज्ञा का भाषा सत्य समाज के। स्थित प्रज्ञा मतलब लोग भगवान के ऊपर इतना आश्रित हो जाते हैं, निर्भरशील बन जाते हैं, तो इसी कारण वो लोग का कोई भी विचलित नहीं कर पाते। सबको भगवान का संबंध दृष्टि से सबका ग्लोरिफिकेशन करते हैं। चाहे हरिदास ठाकुर के उदाहरण हो, प्रहलाद महाराज के उदाहरण हो, प्रभुपाद का उदाहरण, सर्वत्र भगवान को ही देखते हैं। इतना समाधिस्थ रहते हैं। तो इसी कारण हम लोग जब हम भगवान के ऊपर निर्भरशील बन जाएंगे तब भी ये संभव है, अन्यथा संभव नहीं है। जितना हम लोग गहरा भगवान के आश्रित होते हैं, हम लोग का प्रज्ञा इतना होता है, ये वृद्धि होता है। छोटे छोटे बात में हम लोग विचलित हो जाते हैं। जैसे हमारा एक महाराज ऐसा उदाहरण दे रहे, एक समय रामानुजाचार्य के शिष्य लोग, ब्रह्मचारी लोग को रामानुजाचार्य ने परीक्षा की। ब्रह्मचारी लोग हर समय गृहस्थ लोग का विरोध में बोला करते थे, अभियोग करते थे। गृहस्थ लोग आते हैं, अपना बीवी, अपना पत्नियां, जवानी बेटियां लोग को लेकर के आते हैं, तो हम लोगों का डिस्टर्ब होता है, सब उल्टा पुल्टा काम करते हैं। इधर ऐसा, इधर विवाह उत्सव करते हैं, इधर ये करते हैं। गृहस्थ लोग का विरोध में बहुत कुछ रामानुजाचार्य को बताया। तो रामानुजाचार्य ने वो लोग को परीक्षा की एक बार, तो देखे कुछ ब्रह्मचारी लोग को बोल कि भाई तुम जा करके ब्रह्मचारी लोग का कौपन को फाड़ दो। तो कौपन टुकड़ा टुकड़ा कर दिया। तो इतने में एक ब्रह्मचारी दूसरे के ऊपर संदेह किया, और ऐसा होकर मारपीट, परस्पर मारपीट हो गई। छोटे छोटे बात में हम लोग ऐसा होता है, जैसे प्रभु जी में वर्णन के नेवला और बच्चा का उदाहरण, थोड़े भी पेशेंस नहीं। हम लोग सर्वत्र भगवान का अपना बुद्धि को लगाते हैं। भगवान परम कारण है, कोई दृष्टि नहीं देखता है। तो इसी कारण भगवान के साथ जब हम लोग संबंधित हो जाते हैं, जैसे इधर वसुदेव जी उनका गुरु ने बोले कि भगवान अवतरण कर रहे हैं देवकी का बात, और देख लिया भगवान अवतरण कर रहे हैं, तो ये सो होगा ही होगा। तो इसी कारण उन्होंने इतना पेशेंस है भगवान का भक्तों के पास। ठीक है प्रभु, जय जगन्नाथ।
जय जगन्नाथ महाराज जी। तो मैं ये जो स्लाइड मैंने अभी दिख रही है आपके स्क्रीन में, इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हैं। और माता जी ने मांगा था पीडीएफ, अगर आपने डाउनलोड कर लिया हो तो देन आई विल एंड दिस सेशन नाउ। हैव यू बीन एबल टू डाउनलोड इट? ऑलराइट। तो ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय हो। पतित पावन श्रीपाद महाराज की जय हो। Tomorrow is Vasant Panchami Saraswati Puja, and day after tomorrow is appearance day of Srila Advaita Acharya. So we'll have glorification day after tomorrow. So please come with beautiful pastimes from Srila Advaita Acharya, and please also come up some nice bhajans. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.